Everything that you need to succeed is already in your life, just awaiting your recognition of it. I truly believe that. Hey guys, hello to the replay viewers. Thank you so much for coming to this live. I wanted to do something uplifting today because if I talk uplifting things to you, it might get into my spirit and uplift me. So, first of all, let me check to see if anybody came in the chat. Christine! Christine, please tell your baby girl happy birthday from all of us over here at the Bear Pantry Show. A birthday is such a special thing to celebrate. Child, make sure that you're spending time with her. You don't worry about moderating in here. We're not going to have no fights. We're going to be good today. We're going to be little angels today. I can't even keep a straight face when I said that, right? So I'm just set up mobile. It is what it is. When the battery for the computer die, that's when the live gonna end. Well, maybe before. Hi, Julissa. How you? Yeah, as you guys step into the room, please hit the like button. We're gonna try to do this. What do you call it? Inspirational Sundays, right? So that we can uplift each other to start the week. Because I don't know if you guys read this before, but I read that most people who are gonna have heart attacks on a Monday. Why? Because they have to go back to a job that they don't like most of the time. They have to take the kids back to the school routine. They have bills that are due. You know, after 5 o'clock Friday evening, ain't nobody gonna shut off nothing. The light, the gas, the water. You're good for the weekend. It's when Monday morning comes. Like my water company, they shut off at 8 in the morning. If you're past due, speaking of which, Joe, we have to go drop off the water bill. They shut off at 8 in the morning. They don't wait till no 5 in the evening. But they are good that if you're in there paying the bill, they will talk to the man on the walkie-talkie and say, don't shut off, blah, 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 because she's in here paying the bill. I've seen them do that to somebody else before, but I don't go inside. I just throw the bill through the window. Our water company, I think we got screwed. I've heard a rumor that here in Fontana, whoever was in power before sold our rights or sold something out to San Gabriel Water Company for 30 years. I think we're pretty close to the 30 years because I've been here 27, 20. No, I've been here in this city 32 years. So we might be pretty close to the contract ending. I don't want no contract that's no damn 30 years. The hell? Except for the mortgage, right? Hi, Judith. How are you? Your baby girl turned 28 today. Please tell, hi, Edmund. Please tell her happy birthday from all of us at the Bear Pantry Show. You know, we treat birthdays special over here. We're going to start doing that too. We're going to start wishing people a happy birthday on the last weekend of the month or something. We're going to do all the August birthdays, all the July, all the September. We have to start doing that stuff. I remember when I used to do giveaways, man, when things were flowing. This was my side gig. We had our shop. Our shop was doing great. And every money that I made in here went back into my business. And I was able to do giveaways. I found a whole bunch of videos pop up in my feed when I used to do giveaways. I used to love doing that. Plus, I wanted a reason to buy that wheel where you spin it and somebody wins something. I'm speaking it into the atmosphere. Remember what I said at the start of this thing? Everything that we, not just me, this is not just about me, everything that we need to be successful is already in our lives, just awaiting a recognition of it. Sometimes we don't recognize what we have. You know, I see that in my kids, but I also see that in me. You will have a person who have no fingers and no toes, but they want to play the guitar or the piano. And how do they do it? With their nose. I'm not even trying to be funny. You know, when people want to do something, they find a way to do it, right? The rest of us, we become comfortable. And I'm telling you, when you become complacent, that's the enemy of success. We're not going to succeed if we become complacent. We really and truly have to be sick and tired of our situation. We sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then that way we'll have the motivation to move forward. And that's with anything. With success with money, with success with your health. You know what I mean? Yes. Yeah, go enjoy her birthday. Christine, we good. We got Edmund in here. We good. So 14 people are in the live. Can you please hit the like button? So I was talking with my oldest son, Josh, last night because he has a YouTube channel. I don't even know the name. He's going to change the name. Whatever he was using to watch YouTubers with, he's going to change the name. And at first he wanted to do one thing with the YouTube channel, but it's been a month that he's been trying to create one video. So I had to go have a talk with him last night, and I'm like, How are you going to be consistent with this? If it takes you a whole month to make one video, you have to at least put one video a week if you're strategic about the videos that you're putting, right? All the videos that you've seen at my page over the last couple of weeks since my birthday, those are videos that I had planned out already to do. You know, I planned out the beach thing, I planned out the so-called birthday party stuff, the gifts, the whatever, the freebies. I had those already planned, written down on a paper, and I didn't want to cancel those shows because my OCD won't let me. No, I don't. I know I don't have real OCD, so I'm not trying to like, you know, clown the people who really have OCD because OCD is bad. It's bad. But I'm just saying when I make a plan for something, I follow through on the plan. So I already knew majority of those videos weren't going to do well. They did well in the way of the CPM because the CPMs are right at about $30. That means what the sponsors will pay YouTube for every 1,000 views I get on those videos. That's amazing because when I just do straight up cooking tutorials, the CPM was booty. It was $5 per 1,000 views that the sponsor paid YouTube. YouTube takes 45% of that and give me 55. So on the average, I got like $2.55 per 1,000 views. And you can see some of my videos don't even break 1,000 views, right? Not talking about the old videos from 5, 7 years ago with the Daniel Fast series and the Ancestry DNA and so on and so on. I'm talking about the videos now. So the videos that I'm doing now, which are more like a lifestyle type thing, and really and truly, I don't want to do the kind of lifestyle where I'm doing my hair and my makeup, and I don't like watching those kind of videos. So I know I would not like making or editing those type of videos. But I like sitting in my backyard, even though my backyard don't look as beautiful as it should. It looks beautiful to me. It's my big, huge pool-sized backyard that don't have a pool, right? So I like sitting back there by that tree. I wish I could find a picture of when that tree was a baby. I know there's a vlog or something somewhere that has that picture. In any case, I like sitting out there and narrating whatever the heck's going on. You guys, my viewers, have told me that you don't mind the sound of the birds chirping or that rooster next door cockadoodling or whatever. You said it's fine. So I'm sitting out there. I'm even doing some of my Amazon reviews out there right now because I'm reviewing all my birthday stuff for Amazon because that's how I can make some extra money, right? So I've been getting a lot of invites from so-called brands asking me to make videos for them, but they only want to give me the product. And I've learned a long time ago that I'd be a fool. I'd be a fool. You know, like when you go to church and the church you attend, the people are talking in tongues and you tell them you don't believe in talking in tongues and the pastor say you're a fool because you're going to miss God if you don't speak in tongues. That's what the people told me. Somebody who mentored me a while back, I paid her $150 for 1 hour to mentor me. And she said, you're a fool if you take these free gifts and don't let these people pay you. So I don't even answer them people because they already tell me what they want. We want to send you the thing for free. Some of it is like $125, box of knives. You know, some of it is some good stuff. One of them was like a good microphone for $199. I really wanted that microphone, but $199 is too cheap to make a whole 5-minute video for them because if they went to corporate America before they had micro influencers like us, they would charge them $15,000 to make a video like that. Micro influencers, they can get away with stuff because like me, who don't have all the views like, you know, I should for 105,000 subscribers, my worth is $1,000 per video. That's what several people that mentored me told me that I'm worth. They saw the analytics. So I ain't doing that for no $199. I'm not gonna whore myself out the hell. No. So, anyways, come back to this story with Joshua. So I started to talk with Joshua about the things that I've been learning from the program that I signed up for, you know, to be successful in YouTube because I'm tired. We did a live. Was it yesterday that we did that live, guys? Hi, Marcella, darling. Was it yesterday that we did that live when I talked about what does success feel like? I think so, right? Yesterday evening, everything's kind of melting together right now for me. And success to me feels like I'm making money. That's what success feels like. All these subscribers don't matter if I'm not making money. There are people who have 3,000 subscribers and they're making a couple $1,000s a month off of YouTube. That would make a difference in my life, right? So that's what success feels like. So I was telling Joshua what I was learning. And I said, I've edited all the videos that I was going to create or I have already created. And now I'm going to clear off my desktop from the desktop is so messy, guys, that I feel like my brain looks like that inside. Joshua can't stand and look at my computer. He wants to die. He's like, oh God, why? Why does this desktop look like that? It is just loaded with stuff that I'm editing, right? And things and moving parts. And so I'm going to clear off my desktop. I'm going to reformat all my memory clips, chips and stuff in the camera, in the cameras. And whatever we put forth here from here on forward is going to be whatever my new mentor tell me to put up. If he says it has to be a cooking show, then it's going to be a cooking show. If he says it's a blah, 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 then that's what it's going to be. I start the Launchpad program for this guy on August the 30th. So that's next week right here. And he's going to put me through 6 weeks of things to do. And I told my family here, Joshua, Jada, Joe, if you guys want to succeed, you will follow what he says to do in that 6 weeks, not just for me, because he's not going to say it for my show. He's just going to say it in general. This is what you need to do week 1, week 2, week 3, just like that. And you got to get it done. So Joshua had the bright idea at that point that instead of doing what he was going to do, he's going to read those stories. You guys know that my son Josh has a beautiful speaking voice. He take after his mama with that. Beautiful speaking voice, nice timbre, very articulate, very good at reading, very good at writing too. And so he said he's going to read those Reddits and that Quora stories. You know, the ones that say, am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole? Because my mother-in-law wants to bring my husband's ex to my labor and delivery. It's kind of stories like that. I made that one up off the top of my head, but it's stories like that. And you just read the stories, and I guess you have to put your 2 cents at the end, which I want to put my 2 cents at the end because some of the story got me hot, right? Especially the story. I read one this morning where the young lady said that she has an autistic sister, and the parents just pretty much put all their attention into the autistic sister, even telling her at age 18 that she better get into the right field to make good money because after they are long gone, they're going to need for her to take care of the autistic sister. And this girl, mad as hell. Girl, I had a lot of opinions on that. I'm like, I would love to read that story. Anyways, Josh was like, Mom, you could read the story too, but it wouldn't be for this page. This page, we're going to do cooking and stuff. I think I would put it at one of my other YouTube channels that I don't post anything at anymore. So I have 2. I have one that's called Miss Bear Pantry, where I was doing fashion and stuff. That only has like 8 videos there. That started off as a channel for my print shop that we used to have, our bottle printing business. And we used to put out a couple of videos there about how we do the bottle printing. So there's maybe 3 bottle printing videos and maybe like 8 fashion videos. Like if I wanted to go make all those private, I could. And I could rename the darn channel and name it whatever I wanted to name it. Now that don't have no subscribers. That maybe have 40 subscribers. Then I have another page that's called Babs Bear Talk. And I used to put my vlogs over there. And I used to do, those vlogs were nice. I used to make like $40, $50 a month on that page. But when YouTube changed their specifics about what you need to do to get monetized, they demonetized that channel because I didn't have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watched hours in that 365 days. So I lost my motivation to post things there. And I have like 969 subscribers there. So it would only take a handful of subscribers to get to the 1,000, but it would take a lot to get to the 4,000 watched hours. So I'm thinking of either of those 2 channels. Maybe I even change the name of that one too. I don't know. Or maybe just leave it with Babs Bear Talk. I don't know. Babs Story Time. Maybe change it to that. Babs Story Time. So having said all of that, you love the cooking show. The cooking show doesn't make me any money though, Judith. Honestly, it makes me nothing, zilch. I don't even make enough money to buy the food to make the next video and the next video and the next video. So if I were working for the man, let's say I was working at the library over here. I say that because that's a job that I almost got, but I turned it down years ago because I had to go work with Joe at the factory. So let's say if I was working there and I wasn't making enough money to feed my family and I got treated poorly, because I get treated poorly. You guys are nice to me, but goddamn, if you ever think you want to put something on social media, just be prepared because people are going to come at you for nothing. I saw this guy that was teaching you how to do a cooking show, not how to cook, but how to do a cooking show. And he says, just make sure that you're going to have to get a thick skin or you're going to cuss people out all day long, because there's going to be that one person that's going to come in and tell you how you did it wrong and how stupid you are. When I get hot about my recipes, it's because it's my mom's recipes or my auntie name recipe, or somebody who just stole the recipe from their grandma to give to me years ago, like my pie dough recipe. A friend of mine stole it from her mom to give me that pie dough recipe. Yes, I've changed it a bit because they only had shortening in theirs. I put butter and shortening in mine. Yeah, so I've changed it a little bit, but essentially it's their recipe. She stole it from her mom for me. So when people come at me for my recipe, I feel a type of way because it's not my recipe. It's from somebody who went through hell to get me that recipe. You gonna get cussed the F out. Not everybody, not all the time. But like if I'm hungry, tired, and I owe a bill and can't pay it, oh, you gonna get, that's a really, really bad combination for you to get cussed out. Hi, Donat, sweetie. How are you? Are you staying safe? I can't wait for you to come back up here. That pizza come out so damn good. I need the shovel though. I need that shovel thing. What do you call it? Pizza peel? I'm using a cake lifting thing to get it out, but goddamn, that pizza came out good. We put all kind of crap on it. We put ground turkey that Joe cooked. Oh my God. Josh was like, what the hell else are you going to put on this pizza? I said, everything I find in the fridge and the pantry. Yeah, you're welcome to come back anytime. You don't have to wait on Choice either. It would be nice to have both of you, but you don't have to wait on Choice. I got to text him to see if he's back too, right? He's supposed to be back already, right, Donat? You knew the date. So I can't wait for your live. Is that going to be, did I see the 28th for that live? What date is it today? 27th. So is that tomorrow? I'm going to set my alarm clock so I can be in there moderating. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nobody messes with Donat, because if they mess with Donat, they mess with me. That's how I roll. When you're my friend, you my friend. And they gonna get punched in the face. Okay, so he's back already, and you're staying safe in Dallas, right? I can't wait. I can't wait to see all that money that you made. Although Nosy Ho did show one time when she was going, what was she doing? Unveiling that avatar? 1 month she had made $18,000. Child, it's possible. It's possible. So Donat knows that I signed up for that program that I'm doing. And I'm following everything this guy says to do because he's not cocky. I was there when he only had like 30,000 subscribers. Now he has over 1 million. So he figured it out. I really like his approach. The next guy that we bought the book from, that guy kind of annoying. Every time he does his stuff on Saturdays, he's talking to his students, and it's never what we do. They're not content creators like we are. I guess we're content creators / influencers. What those people are doing is creating content for businesses. We don't do that. We create content for our audience, right? So going back to what I said about everything that we need, we already have. We have to check it because like when I started doing my YouTube channel, I didn't have a camera. I didn't even have a smartphone. We didn't move fast with none of these things. So I had an ankle bracelet that was broken in so many parts, and I kept fixing it. When your gold starts to break, it's kind of hard to keep fixing it. So it got shorter and shorter, and I took that down to the swap meet to a lady that used to buy the gold, and I got $200 from that ankle bracelet. And I went into Kmart and I bought my first little Samsung camcorder. And I came home and started to film in that kitchen in the damn dark. Just whatever came through the sliding door or the window was my light. Didn't know how to edit. Was paying my trifling ass daughter $25 a video to edit for me. And after the 5th video, I went to her and I saw One Pot Chef had an opening to where he had like some slideshow and videos about former recipes that he did on his show, right? So what's Donat's channel? Donat's channel is what you have right there. DONAT. That's the name of his channel. Click on his name. Follow him. He's fun. I love Donat. Donat is passionate. First of all, Donat is handsome. Donat, I saw that picture. Child, you're looking good, man. Donat is handsome. Donat is articulate. He is passionate. And if he's ever wrong, he's never ashamed or afraid to apologize and mean it. He doesn't apologize and go back to the same bull crap. You know what I mean? I love people like that. So that's why Donat's a friend. I'm the one that reached out to Donat when he first came on the scene. And I made sure I reached out to him now because he's going to blow the hell up. And I'm going to say, I knew him when. you know, everybody always tells me that crap, right? Yeah. So, where were we in this conversation now? Shoot, I forgot. Was it about one of the cooking videos or whatever? Somebody remind me. Somebody remind. I got sidetracked. Giving Donat his flowers. I got sidetracked. Yeah. So, the cooking. Let me tell you what I'm trying to do with the channel. You ever watch them van life people? I don't want to go live in my van, but if you ever watch those van life people, they just show you what they're doing in the course of their day. Not like a vlog. They're not doing it like, I guess vlog is a style of recording though. But they don't show you everything. Like the little white girl in the forest that I like to watch. I don't know if she's back from her trip yet. She went on a 2-month trip to Asia. I'm not with the trips. I don't like watching travel. I'm not into travel vlogging. So I'm waiting for her to come back. Then I'm going to go back and watch her videos. So she lives in this van out there by the Oregon border, Oregon and California border. She has her little dog. And I swear she has a drone or something because you see a lot of above footage, or maybe she puts it on top of her van. And she always has the back open in the day and the curtain blows in the wind. And that all that stuff is just like serene to me. And then she has a really calming voice when she talks. And then she draws. She will draw the flowers near where she's staying. She'll color it in. She'll put a plastic thing over it, make it into a card, and then she sends it out to her members. I wanted to join her membership just to get a card because I thought the cards were pretty and I like that she drew it, right? And I just love her stuff. And then at some point she'll eat and she'll show you what she cooks. She's vegan, of course. Most of these van people are vegan. She'll show you what she made and she'll eat some of it, not all of it, on camera. And then it's done. And that's what I want my show to be about. I'm showing you behind the scenes what all I'm dealing with, like the video that I just did. Oh, thank you, Judith. My trifling daughter, Jada, charged me $25 to edit these videos. And when I asked her to make an opening, like what One Pot Chef had at the time, the little slideshow video thing, she told me that was too hard, that she didn't want to do that. And then later she did it. And then she was complaining about something because she really didn't have time, though. She was in high school. And so I said, well, teach me how to edit. This was on a Windows computer. And she goes, oh, mommy, this is too hard. You can't do this. This is going to frustrate you. This is too hard. And I said, well, I'm going to have to learn. I'll pay you to teach me. And that time when I was paying her, though, guys, it's her little allowance that she was working for. I said, I'll pay you to teach me so that I can learn, so that I can stop bothering you. And I can have control of this. I mean, if you're going to open a laundromat and you can't afford to pay a staff, then you're going to have to go to school to learn how to fix washing machine and dryers, right? So Joe knew how to fix our machine when we had our ball printing business. He knew how to fix everything on that machine except for the electrical components. He would have to go get an electrician to do those parts. But everything else he knew how to fix. There was a little Indian man that owned a business that was our competitor, right? Our business was in Bloomington. He was located in Fontana, where I live. And he would send for Joe, trying to trick him into fixing his machines. Like, oh, come, my buddy. He was Indian, so that's how they talk. My buddy. She was, I'm not his buddy. I'm not going there to fix his damn machine for free. Yeah. And you were inside one time where she went saw somebody cooking show. Yeah. So thank you, Judith. Thank you for paying attention. So Jada taught me how to edit on a Windows computer. It was easy back then. Joshua tried to download the Windows editing program the other day on a Windows laptop that I had, and that thing was foreign to me. But back then it was easy because I used it every day, but it crashed a lot for me. And I never saved. I'm not like Jesus. You know that joke they say about Jesus, right? Jesus and the devil was in a WordPress or Word program typing up some stuff, and they're going neck to neck to see who was going to win, who would type the fastest, and then the power went out. And after a few hours, the power came back on, and the devil lost everything that he did, all his work. Why? Because only Jesus saves. So I never used to save my work. Every time I had the thought that I'm going to save it, I say, just one more edit, just one more move. Boom. Thing crash, all my stuff gone the water. So I saved up my little money from my paycheck from YouTube's when I used to make a couple $100s a month. And I bought my first Mac because One Pot Chef, I used to reach out to these big YouTubers. I wasn't afraid. One Pot Chef says, hey, buy a Mac. I didn't want to get involved with Mac because I don't like Apple stuff, but I've never had anything crash on me. And if it crashes, everything was saved behind the scene. So that's what I did. Thank you to what's his name again? I don't remember his first name. Anyway, he don't put up no videos no more. He's such a sweet guy. He didn't even know me and he would advise me along the way. And he helped me to avoid a lot of pitfalls. Like when he signed up for one of those what do you call it things? Not membership. I forgot what that thing's called that they used to have, like Machinima is one of them. And he signed up for it and they flew him from Australia to California to tape like 5 shows professionally. And when he went back, they didn't even remember he existed. And pretty much they were taking almost all of his paycheck from YouTube for 2 years. The contract was 2 years. And they had reached out to me. The same company that reached out to him had reached out to me. And I had very few subscribers. He had probably 50,000 already. And I had maybe 300, not 1,000, 300. And they reached out to me and I inboxed him and I said, hey, why are they reaching out to me? I have nothing. You have so much. What gives? And he goes, don't do it, but you can't say that I said, because I'm going to be in trouble because of the contract. Contract has already ended. He don't put up videos no more anyways. So it's good to have people like that. I put in this thing here, only 4 people separates us. We are 4 people away, 4 people or less away from who we need to know in order to be successful in life. Like for instance, I know Sherry Shepherd. Sherry Shepherd knows Oprah. Not on a friendly basis now, but Oprah got her number and she got Oprah number in her phone. She would never reach out to Oprah for nothing, but Oprah has reached out to her in the past to give her advice. See how close I am to Oprah? See? So Sherry Shepherd also has met President Obama and taken pictures with him, but she don't know him like that. She don't got his number. But I'm just saying, look around you. Who do you know that knows somebody that's going to get you to where you need to get to? Like, for instance, if you're looking for a job, like when Jory left the job that he had switched to last year and he came back to his old job, thank God he hadn't burned any bridges there, that his old boss wanted him back. His co-workers wanted him back, even though they knew by him coming back, he would get preferential treatment from the boss because that's how much the principal loves him. You know, the principal kept telling them before he was rehired by the district, Mr. Jory's coming back and we're going to shift these aides around in these classrooms and y'all going to get moved. They still wanted him. They liked him because he didn't make any enemies when he was there. Hi, Bessie, darling. How are you? I really like my mobile setup. I'm going to have to watch the battery on the laptop because the camera feeds off of the laptop. I don't have the laptop plugged in. It's too much to plug all that stuff in, but I like the setup that I can just sit here mobile at any time because the dog's in the room kind of dark right now. Yeah, so think about what you want to do. They say that all of us are put on this earth with an assignment. Some of us have several assignments, like one assignment for our teenage years, another assignment for our 20s and 30s. You guys know what I mean, right? They say to find out what your assignment is, find out what you're most passionate about. And it doesn't have to be passionate in a good way. Maybe something irritates you that you want to fix it. Like when I first started, my very first book that I wrote, The Small Change Diet, I wrote that book because I battle with my weight up and down, right? I still haven't got it all figured out, but I know it's as simple as cutting your calories and moving more. It's as simple as that, but it's hard to do if you're not taking something that suppresses your appetite, right? And I'm not going to take no Ozempic ever unless I'm a diabetical, that's Medea, and the doctor says I have to be on that. I'm not taking that. And even if she said I had to be on it, I would still continue to change my eating more and more and more and more and more. So I wouldn't have to take it because that thing comes with all kind of side effects. But I just did not like when people were teasing like teenagers, ninth graders and 10th graders, about their weight. And I figured I could do something to help them fix the issue. But you have to want to fix the issue at your own rate, right? Because even with me, I start and I stop, I start and I stop. And right now I've started again. I've got a plan for 7 weeks between now and Joe's birthday, October 12th. You're going to watch me. I'm going to be slim and trim like a guava limb. That's from my cousin Effie. Hi, Stacy. I'm doing pretty good today, Bessie. I really am. Far difference from last week when we had that little tropical storm. And now the people of Florida, we need to keep the people. I always say Florida should just secede and go away somewhere, away from America, because they always F us in the voting. But honestly, I've got a lot of good people that live in Florida that I know that I'm family with. And so we're going to need to pray for them because they had that pow pow yesterday. I know there's a hurricane heading their way. Hurricanes HI, something with the I, because Hillary just passed through, right? Something Idili or something like that. Idoli, something like that. It's heading towards them. It's going to get there at the end of this week as a Cat 2 so far. It could build bigger, it could diminish, but so far it's a Cat 2, which even a tropical storm we take very seriously. Like people from other states, when we were making our little shorts to put out there, people don't understand that when you make shorts to entertain and to grab people's attention, because shorts don't get you paid. You can get 25, 50,000 views on a short and barely make $50. You know what I mean? If even. So when I make 2,500 views on my shorts, I get like a penny for the 2,500 views. It's nothing. So you make the shorts just to draw in the viewers, to draw in the subscribers. That's what I make my shorts for. So, but you have to make your shorts funny. Like I watch this girl, Queen of Kings, that I love to watch. Kween is the way she spelled the queen. And she's half Jamaican. Her dad's Jamaican. The mom's Black American. And just like the nut's half Jamaican. And she made a short where she was talking about she has a white husband. The white husband is questioning her as to why it costs so much for her to go put a weave in every 2 weeks, $300 every 2 weeks. Now, I don't think people put weave in every 2 weeks. Maybe it's every 4 to 6 weeks. And I think it probably costs that much or more. I don't know, right? But it was funny the way, because they're always acting. Even the kids get involved in the acting. To me, it was so funny because she just did this, and the guy's like, "Okay, I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave." So it was funny. They did that to be funny. And the people are dragging, man, they drag this girl for filth all the time. This girl pretty, this man handsome, these babies are beautiful. And they drag this girl all the time. But you know what? She's laughing all the way to the bank because I check her social blade and she's making 7 figures. Just the other day, she had hit 6 figures. I'm like, you go, girl. I'm rooting for you. I don't know that she's making that for real, because I'm only reading Social Blade. But Social Blade is pretty accurate as to what the hell I'm making. So I believe it. That's from my cousin Effie. She always have these little sayings that she says. She is the one that told me that America is a buttercup country. They build you up just to break you down. Why do you build me up? Buttercup just to break me down. Did you guys see the text that I put in the description about the two sparrows in a hurricane? I feel like me and Joe have been that all of our relationship. We've been together. July 14th made 39 years since we've been together. Never broke up, never had no breaks in between. We got married 2 years later, so December coming will make 37 years since we've been married. And I don't know how Joe feels about me. I can only tell you what I feel about this man. But I love him with my whole heart. And not only do I love him, I still like him. And how do I know this? Because when we go to the beach and it's just us two, I'm happy. When people have to come and meet me at the beach and chill with us, I'm like, they're messing up my flow. I like to visit, but they're messing up my flow. This is where me and Joe go to like people watch and gossip, chisme. So, but everything that we've achieved in life, we've had to work very hard for, blood, sweat, and tears, literally. Even with having the kids, we didn't have to get in vitro and stuff like that. But it took me a while to get pregnant with Josh, like 3 years. And then with Jory's pregnancy, it was quick. I lost one before Jada. It just like was not smooth sailing every step of the way. And in the course of our relationship, my mom got sick in 2012, I believe. She got better, thank you God. Then she got sick again in 2015. She got better, then sick again in 2016, and then that did her in because her body was too weak. Joe saw me through that, lifted me up, you know? And we used to like that Tanya Tucker song, Two Sparrows in a Hurricane. Read the rest of the words that I put about the two sparrows in the hurricane because everybody said we won't go make it. Oh, look at them. They ain't gonna make it. He's 9 years older than she is. She got married to him so young. I was 20 and he was 29. It's not like that other girl that I watch on YouTube where she's barely 22 or 23 and a man whole of 45. I'm like, girl. Yes. Thank you, wellness. Thank you. Babies heal and feel loved, especially if the parents are not able to do what. See, you know what you were sent here to do. Sometimes it's something that just makes you happy. Like, oh my God, I want to bake cookies. Forever, I want to bake cookies. That gives me joy. And then sometimes it's like, man, I'm tired of people getting bullied. No, I'm here to fight. We're here for the fight for the people who can't fight for themselves. And we are not LGBTQIA in here, but we support that community because majority of Jada's friends belong to that community. And a bunch of Jada's friends in high school came out right here on this couch. Couldn't tell mommy and daddy. Or when they told mommy and daddy kicked them out. And they have to come and stay here a couple of weeks. This couch, it's a bed, you know. When you move all these big pillows away, it's a whole twin size bed. You don't have to pull it out or nothing. Just move the pillows. This is where I slept for 10 days when Joe had COVID back in January. It's comfortable. So, but a lot of her friends, you know, they know that this is a safe place for them. We look out for them. They're not ever going to get bullied in our presence. That's how we roll. We always love the people that you know are getting attacked. So, um, what are you gonna do? You guys gonna have to write down. I'm writing down my own thing. I've already edited all my videos. I'm uploading a video for my membership. If you're a member at my YouTube channel, I'm going to really start to be better with posting things. I post vlogs and they're long and they're full of a lot of activities, but they're infrequent right now because I've been trying to turn this big ship around. The ship that's called the Bear Pantry Show. It's like a big ship with a little rudder, and the rudder has already turned in the correct direction, but the ship still needs to self-correct and go the right direction, right? So I'm trying to turn this around. Meanwhile, I'm trying to post things at my second monetized page, which is Bear Pantry Talk, and I'm doing like little podcasts over there, and we're going to do live events, and we're going to talk current events, live events over there. And so far, I think we have that set up for maybe on Saturdays, right, to go live there. Just one day a week for right now because I still have to put edited videos for the podcast because the live videos will go in the live tab and the podcast will go on the podcast tab. It's all the same thing. Like when you upload a video to YouTube for the podcast, all you got to do is pick that podcast that it's going to go under. You set up the podcast first, then you pick that podcast that it's going to go under. And YouTube is sending me emails saying that if you put a podcast, we're going to put you out there because we're looking for people to do podcasts and we're noticing you doing a podcast, right? So I had one company reached out to me. I don't remember what, because there's so many of them. I don't remember what all they offered, but it's something to do with an editing program. I think it's DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, it's DaVinci Resolve because I asked them if they would teach me how to use the program because I found it very difficult. Joshua's learning that right now on his own. He's going to teach me what he knows, but there's a lot he doesn't know. Like in iMovie, when you do a split, the two things just merge back together on their own to continue the story. In DaVinci, you got to merge it back together, according to Josh. They answered me back something that didn't have anything to do with what I asked them. And they're like, yeah, we're going to pay you anywhere from $500 to $5,000 to do this. I'm like, I don't think that's how it goes. I don't think they tell you their cap. I think they ask you what you're going to charge and you send them your specifics and your analytics and then you tell them what your fee is. Because who would tell somebody that? Why am I going to sell a car and say I'll take as little as 500 and as much as 5,000? Why am I going to tell the buyer that? That seems shady to me. Idalia. Okay, thank you, Bessie. Thank you, Bessie. Idalia. I thought it was Idali. That's a Belizean name. Idalia. Yeah, she heading towards Florida, so we're going to have to keep Florida in our prayers, okay? We really do. I like when the hurricane was coming towards us and Bessie right away said, I'm praying. I like that. So we have to do the same thing for them because they even sent specialists here to help us. in our last little tropical storm. First one in 82 years. Was it like 82 years, right? Yeah, so if I were you guys, I'd get a dry erase board or a piece of paper with a pen, and I would write down what I want to achieve. What's the end result? The end result for me when the guy asked me that is for me to increase my money to $2,000 a month. And that's truly not my end result. That's just the first step that would make me feel successful, right? For YouTube. And after that, then, of course, when you make money, you want more money, right? More money, more money. So people, when he asked in his chat what were their end result to be successful, they said, I want 1 million subscribers. Like, that's not really a thing. It's hard to get to 1 million subscribers. And what if you got to 1 million and you're still not making money? Are you still going to say you're successful? You know what I mean? Because I have 105,000 subscribers, but on the average, only about 5,000 are watching. And they're not really watching. They're getting the notification and stuff, but 300 come and watch. You know what I mean? With cars, they charge interest. For real. So what I did this week, last week, because today is the new week, right? I did a headshot, a new headshot. I was gonna go to the girls at the 1 hour photo, Tina and her sister, but you have to call to see if the girls are there. One of the girls, because one of the girls went into the nursing program. You got to call to see if they're there, because if not, you're gonna go find daddy. And daddy's old school Korean. He don't know nothing about taking no damn portrait. All he knows is to take passport pictures and sharpen the blade. Daddy takes the blade out of the machine and sharpen the blade when the machine says, don't do that. The machine says, buy a new blade. Daddy say, hell no, I'm Korean. I am sharpening this blade. That's something Joe would do. So that's what daddy does. So if I want a portrait or a headshot, I got to call ahead and they got to give me an appointment ever since the pandemic. And I got to go in on that day. They shoot the picture. It doesn't take long. Boom, boom. They do this like, Ben, I swear to God, that's how I look when it's done. But they make it look good. That's how I feel that I look. And then you got to leave for like an hour. And then you have to come back and you got to pick the one out of the three that they're going to show you, or pick all three and pay for all three. Then you got to pay more for them to put it on a flash drive. It's $15.95. And then you tell them you don't want no photocopies. You don't want any copies. You just want it on the flash drive. And they're like, no, the money you paid covered the copies. So they said if $15.95 is their permission for me to use it everywhere I want to use it to make money. They try to be fair. They've been they're the one that make me look good since day one. My first headshot, all my headshots have been with them, except the ones that I took this week. So I took a lot of know your worth, for real, for real. Yeah, you could have 1 million subscribers and still not get paid. Look at Laura in the kitchen. Laura has 3 million subscribers and she's only making about $6,000 to $10,000 a month. That is nothing. That is nothing. You have people with 500,000 subscribers that are making $14,000 on one freaking video. That girl is called Journey with the Hintons. And I remember when she started vlogging, and pretty soon realized that vlogging wasn't the thing to do. And she started to do videos where she taught you how to make money. But unfortunately, as much as I like her and her husband, a lot of those videos to me, are not worth anything. Because when she says, go into Amazon and make low content books, ain't nobody making no money off of low content books nowadays. She just put out a video where there's an app. Oh my God. I'm glad I remember this. There's an app that you can download on your phone. I'm not doing it because ChatGPT lied. I use ChatGPT from time to time, but it's just to gather my thoughts. And then I go and I rewrite my whole thing. Remind me to come back to the thing about Joshua reading the Am I an A-hole stories, okay? So ChatGPT is behind this app that you can download that's called Text with Jesus. And you can text it. Bessie, listen to this. You can text the people in the Bible and you can ask them stuff. You can talk to Eve, Adam, Noah, Moses, John the Baptist, Jesus, and El Diablo. the devil. But you got to know your Bible. This is going to F up the people who don't know the Bible. You really got to know your Bible because Chat GPT is a little bit Looney Tunes. Just like all the AI is going to do in the long run. They're going to take over the world. I'm telling you. Hi, Jenny. Pleasant greetings is Bessie. Edmund is Bessie. So the girl did a video where she asked Eve, why did she eat that fruit though? Eve started her bull crap about the fact that they were both tempted and it's not her. So she went back and she said, but it was just you that was tempted though, Eve. Adam wasn't tempted, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, my bad, my bad. And that's what Eve was answering back, right? I don't remember what the hell she asked the devil, but I'm not finna ask the devil nothing. I'm not gonna invite the devil into my. Are you crazy? What Grandma Dorothy used to say? Trouble know your name, your social security number, and your address. Don't invite it in. Make sure you celebrate everything in your life and don't invite trouble in. Yeah, so this thing crazy. So she did a whole video on that. I think she did 2 videos on that. And that's the kind of stuff that she's doing, and that stuff is making her money. She showed her money. She had a video with 500,000 views. That video made her $14,000. The guy that I'm following, he had a video with 1 million views, and he only made 12. I think it was 12. Yeah, $12,000. It was twice the amount of views for a little bit less money than her. Me, I have a video with 500,000 views right here on this page. My review page, I have videos with more views, over 1 million for several other videos. The video here, the ancestor video where Joe found out he's actually related to me, that video has over 500,000 views, and in the lifetime of that video, it's only made $3,800. What in the hell, YouTube? Because I wasn't worth ish. In the algorithm, I wasn't worth anything. It was $2.50 per 1,000 view. But now I've changed that by changing the videos that I'm doing, and I'm making the first 3 seconds over the top and the first 30 seconds even more over the top. If you notice my videos now, the beginning of the videos are very engaging. We're not playing that long 19-second intro with Sherry Shepherd. And although if I can get Sherry Shepherd to yell, you're watching the Bear Pantry show. You know what? Sherry Shepherd is on, what the hell? Bessie, do you remember what that thing's called when the stars go on there and you pay them? Cameo. Sherry Shepherd is on Cameo. I think she's still on Cameo. I'm going to have one of my kids go pay her $60 to say, you're watching the Bear Pantry show. And I'm going to use it in my opening. She's going to die. She's going to die. She's going to go, why the hell did you come pay me that $60 to do that video when you know I'd do that for you for free? But the people, I don't know which version they're using, Edmund. Go watch the girl video, Journey with the Hintons. Kind of like the Clintons, but the Hintons, Hintons. I used to watch her when she was vlogging. She came out before one Christmas a few years ago and said she was pregnant because she and her husband were trying to get pregnant. And I don't know why I told my friend Brenda, how much you want to bet you won't have a miscarriage? I don't know why I don't trust this. And I'm not saying that she wasn't pregnant. I don't know. That was just my vibe. When I get a vibe, I follow through on it. And Brenda wake me up of my damn sleep. 2:00 in the morning, my time, one time to say, guess who had a miscarriage? I said, that side eye. After that, I stopped watching because I picked up a vibe. I'm not saying she didn't have a miscarriage. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying that people told her she announced it too soon. And she says, well, how soon is too soon? I was 6 weeks along, and you can lose a baby at any time. And people answered her back and said, yeah, but most miscarriages happen before 12 weeks. People usually wait the 12 to 16 weeks. And if it happens after that, oh well. And she was a whole nurse, so she knew. I would have never announced a pregnancy until a doctor showed me on the ultrasound that my baby was fine. She just did an at-home test. So I stopped watching because when I feel a vibe, I feel a vibe. When I came back and watched again, she was doing these type of videos, how to make shmoney in YouTube's. Yeah, so that one popped up in my feed. Every now and again, she pops up. The other day, she popped up in my Instagram DM saying, hey, I want to do a collab with you. But I didn't respond because I figured she don't know me from a hole in the wall. This is some kind of scam. And then people started to write on her Instagram page, hey, why are you hitting me up in my DM? I don't even do YouTube. I don't want to collab with you. And she's like, I don't know what the hell happened. I guess I was hacked. So thank God I didn't respond. I don't fall for the okie doke very easily because I don't trust nothing. I might be that person that might miss my $1 million blessing because I'm not going to trust why you want to give me that $1 million though. What is the hook? What am I going to owe you? My soul? Because you can't have my firstborn nothing. Not my firstborn child or my firstborn dog. No. So I'm going to be the one that I'm that kind of person where if they come up in the street and they go, hey, I'll give you this $500. But no, is it fake? Let me get the pen. Let's check. I'm that person. I swear to you, I'm gonna miss my blessing because I'm very naturally suspicious. So coming back to the thing about Joshua reading those stories about am I the a-hole? I'm not gonna share Joshua's YouTube channel with you guys until or unless he asks me to. What the hell? I'm a big YouTuber. 105,000 subscribers ain't nothing to sneeze at, and they're gonna have to want it. That's the way I look at it. They're gonna have to want it. They're gonna have to want me to share it. Anywho, Joshua's gonna read those stories, and I think at the end you have to give your 2 cents because that's when you transformed it, and that way you don't get copyright infringed. Well, Barbara's afraid of copyright infringement, and Barbara knows how to write. So I'm dictating a story into Google's right now. And honestly, I have enough people who treat me like ish in my very own family, mother's side, father's side, Joe's side, everywhere, that I have enough stories that I can write and change the name and the places and maybe even under exaggerate certain parts and over exaggerate certain parts to where they're not going to be sure if I'm writing about them. But I'm going to start writing. Not going to put myself on any schedule. I'm just going to start a couple, writing the stories about all the ish people did to me. And I'm going to say, am I the a-hole because my cousin is dead and I don't feel nothing? No sadness, no joy, just nothing. Let me tell you the story about me and my cousin. And I'm 27. I've already know who I'm talking about. And we're not even going to change the name too far off. Okay? If you name Bob, we might call you Robert. We're not going to change the name too far off. Hi, Sarita. Yeah, Joe was live yesterday. Joe's going to go live Saturday again. He's going to talk about his coming to America story. He's going to start putting out videos on what he's learning. So he's going to put out videos, a series first on learning to play the guitar. Then he wants to learn Spanish. He going to get beat. I'm going to have a ruler and I'm going to beat him like that lady used to beat me on my knuckles when I was learning to play the piano. That heifer, Miss Pilgrim. Anybody from Belize know Miss Pilgrim? My dad had a shop downstairs from Miss Pilgrim's property. So Miss Pilgrim was upstairs teaching piano. So it was easy for me to just go upstairs and take the lessons. And she would put pencils on the back of your finger and say, play and don't make the pencil drop. And if the pencil drops, she'd take a ruler and cuff your ass. I wanted to beat that lady. Don't beat me. I don't like nobody to beat me. So, but Joe won't get beat. He gonna get beat when he can't say these Spanish words, especially if he don't do his homework. Diane, you've been in here for a while, right? Or is it the other Diane in Belize? Hi, Dee. I see you come up as dancing leaf in here, though, Dee. They do use clickbait, and I'm not above using some clickbait, Edmund, but not to the point of making the person feel disappointed. You know what I mean? Not to that point. If I use a clickbait, like yesterday, Joe clickbait was my wife is mad at me. What happened? Is it something I did? You know, when he went on, I wasn't like mad at him or angry at him, but I was like pressuring him, like, you got to do this. You can't just tell me all the time that I can't do because he wants to do the YouTube videos, but every time he says it, he goes, I can't do it because you are editing so many things for your own self that you can't even edit for me. So why even tape anything? No, don't take that defeatist attitude, right? Go back and tape the thing and push it in front of me and go, edit this. Because he's going to learn to edit soon, but I can only teach him on a Mac and I can't afford to buy him a Mac. I can't even buy him an iPad which I've heard people that you could download iMovie on the iPad and you could edit on the iPad. I can't even do that because Joe doesn't know how to edit like with fingers. He has to have a mouse. Do you know if the iPad can have a mouse attached or hooked up through Bluetooth or something? Because he's gonna need a mouse to click and do what he needs to do. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I know how to edit on the pad here on the computer with my fingers. Joshua marvels at me. He's like, "How the hell can you do all this with your fingers?" I'm like, "I got used to it. I would be stupid with a mouse." And we learn left-handed mouse in here, me and all my kids, because Joe is left-handed and Joy is left-handed. And when Joe bought the first computer in 1990, when was the first computer? 1995. Somebody at work built the computer for Joe. He set the mouse on the left and he started to do a left-handed mouse. So that's what we did. We thought that's what you did with the mouse. It's left-handed. So when my kids started in school and they had to move the mouse over to the left, the teacher wanted to know what the hell is going on. Why are you right-handed but the mouse is on the left hand? They were confused. And to this day, I can't unlearn running the mouse with my left hand. I have to move it, put it over here. I cannot do a mouse with right hand. I go to the DMV and shit, gotta move it over here. You know what I mean? The iPad can use a mouse. So maybe you didn't get no notification. YouTube is trifling because I set it up to. I can't beat Joe. Beat Erasmus. Yeah. So Amazon says it has an iPad mouse and a keyboard. Oh crap. So maybe the cheaper way would be to get Joe an iPad because this little small MacBook Pro here is $1,500. Compare how much is an iPad? Like $389, right? That might be something that we could save towards. Don't you guys think? Joe could have the iPad. The only thing is he's gonna have to probably record on that iPad because how he's gonna get the footage on the iPad? He's probably gonna have to record on there and upload from there. Child, we're gonna figure it out. See, I love having you guys in here because we brainstorm together. I hope what I'm telling you is encouraging somebody to do what they need to do to level up. Don't stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. I had something come and derail my day on Friday. Got that stupid message in my thing from my doctor, my inbox from my doctor at my Kaiser has a thing that's called kp.org, and you have all your files in there, kind of like my chart for other people, right? And they tell you what the action plan is. Like if they test you and they find out your sugar high, this is the action plan. You got to cut out meat, you got to cut out sugar, you got to don't eat nothing because if you don't, we're gonna put you on Ozempic. They like to threaten that kind of shit, right? So I got the action plan, and it says that I'm due for a mammogram. I go, so God damn it already! And I don't mind taking the mammograms, but I can't stand waiting for the results. It's stressful. It's agonizing. It gives me anxiety. I had one bad reading once. It's some, what do you call that thing? Calcifications. It's nothing. It's calcifications. But the last time I did it, I thought it was last year. I guess it was 2 years ago I did it. And child, they took a month, one friggin' month to give me my results. Let me show you. For the people who like babies, this is Jessica baby. Baby Joseph was not named after my Joe, but baby Joseph is holding up his head with his cute little blonde hair. He looked like Jessica today, though. He looked a lot like Jessica. He's getting big. He's 9 pounds and something ounce now. He's starting to fit into them damn 3 to 6 month clothes. And Bessie, I'm already too old. Bessie says she taught herself the right hand mouse. He cute, right? Every week, Jessica sends us. We have a little group that love to see the baby pictures. I personally don't want to babysit no baby, but I don't dislike no baby. Unlike what I keep telling you guys, like don't bring no damn baby here. I just don't want to babysit no baby. I'll hold the baby for a second and go, okay, you go back to the mom now. He's so cute. And it has nothing to do with spitting up on me or pooping on me. That doesn't bother me. It's just that I don't like to hear babies cry. That crying get to me. Wait a minute. So you weren't born left-handed, Bessie? You just got it because of the auntie who's left-handed? Joe and one of his brothers are left-handed, and so was their dad. But Joe said he learned how to do a lot of things with his right hand because, Belize wasn't about that left hand thing. You left-handed, you come from the devil, all that foolishness. And so he knows a lot to do with his right hand. I think Joe can do just about everything with both hands, but I don't think he was born ambidextrous. It's just that they've kind of forced him to do right-handed stuff. But there are things that are innate in him, like the guitar, where I saw like he learned 3 chords in 20 years with his playing the right-hand guitar. The minute somebody told him to switch to the left-hand guitar, he learned like 8 chords in like 6 months. Joe, there's a fly in here. I think. Oh no, it's a hummingbird flying outside the window. Let's see the battery. The battery is 3/4 of the way on the laptop. It was fully charged. So Jory came out left-handed. My youngest brother is left-handed, and we don't know why because we don't know anybody left-handed in mom or dad's side of the family. I think my mom had an uncle that was left-handed, Uncle Godwin, and so it just kind of skipped around. But I have two in my list. And when me and Joe used to do mukbangs, we had to remember how to sit, where we're not like bumping elbows. I'm glad I'm not doing the mukbangs again though. I'd rather just sit like this and talk with you guys. The mukbangs were hard on my stomach because when I eat, I have to focus and I have to keep my mouth closed the whole time when I chew because I swallow a lot of air, then I get gassy. And yeah, the mukbangs were hard. Now that I'm not doing the mukbangs, I'm doing well. Jessica says, I feel biased saying that because I said he's so stinking cute. And she says, thanks, I think so too. And she says, I always feel biased saying that because everybody thinks their baby is cute. And I'm going to say, well, I just showed how many people in here? 20 people in my live chat, his pic, and they think he's cute too. No, you can't tell a Belizean person and pick me cute, You can only tell that to white people. Because when I was having my babies, it didn't bother me, but it bothered the older folks around me when people go, oh my God, he's so cute though. And they're like, only monkey cute. Please use a different word on my baby. It didn't bother me until they leave a load in their I love to give advice on the crap I know. Like I belong to a Facebook group from the training that I'm getting where the man said you have to participate in the group. You just can't be taking from the group. Well, I don't never take. I just always listen and watch and move on. And so somebody asked if you're using music in your video and they say you're going to split the revenue with the artist, what is the split? And nobody knew the answer. And I knew because I split revenue with an artist every Monday, my daughter Jada, to play that song Monday. And child, I don't get ish because they really, when you're splitting with the artist, that CPM dropped down from $30 to like $5, right? And then I supposed to get like 250 for the 1,000 views, and Jada get 125 and I get 125. Sometimes I don't even make the 250 and she get 88 cents and I get 88 cents. I'm like, the hell? No. I'm not gonna give this artist half my damn money. She said, "Aw." She said to tell you guys thanks. Mm-hmm. She said to tell you guys thanks. No, we put the spoon in the right hand of young kids. Really, really. Belize people believe that is only monkey cute. That is somebody telling you your baby cute. They're trying to tell you your baby look like a monkey. That's just a Caribbean thing, or maybe that's just a Belizean thing. It didn't bother me because I'm not deep into some of the cultural things like that, right? So that didn't bother me for you to say my baby was cute. Some words have changed connotation throughout the years. You know what I mean? So certain words that used to mean a certain thing back in the olden days don't mean that now in modern days, Jessica say hello. Hey, you guys, Jessica C is baby Joseph's mother. And I just told her that all 20 of you guys thinks he is cute. Cute. I like his little blonde hair, look like fire on top of his head. We still don't know what his eye color is going to be because Jessica has beautiful blue eyes. Jose has beautiful dark brown eyes. Baby daddy, Jessica's husband. And did Grandpa have blue eyes, Jess? I don't remember. I think Grandpa had brown eyes, right? Grandma had blue eyes. Jessica has green. Jessica don't have blue. Jessica has green eyes. Nikki has blue, Jessica's sister. So we still don't know what color eyed baby Joseph is going to come with. I've known Jessica since she was in fifth grade, since she was 10 years old. And now she's the same age of Joshua. So, Grandpa had brown. The brown might take over between Grandpa and Jose. The brown might take over. But I love to see the extreme in brown eyes. Really light brown eyes, like my grandpa, my mom's dad had really light brown eyes. Not hazel, but just light brown. One of my uncles have the same light brown eyes. Or I like to see super dark brown eyes like mine. Mine is super dark to the point sometimes they look black. They look like Beyonce when she's possessed. Judith, they did? I used to think they beat them. Joe said they never beat him, but they sure forced him to write with his right hand. Oh, what the hell? They bite me here again. See, Sarita, it starts in the evening. Nothing was biting me earlier. Or maybe it's all that crap that I used to take is itching me again. Oh my God. I have a joke to tell you guys about that. So I had a friend, beautiful friend. She passed away 3 months after my mom. Yeah, 3 months after my mom. Had she been alive October, she would have been 62. She died at 55. And when I made friendship with her, I didn't know too much about her, right? We met her in the buffet restaurant, Hometown Buffet. We went in there when the restaurant first opened for lunch, off of the job, the bottle printing job. And all the tables were booked because it was brand new. And Linda was the only one sitting there eating by herself for a table of 4. So Jada, always Miss Friendly, goes over to her and go, "Hi, I just love your eyes. You're so beautiful." She was a Black American girl, light skinned, but beautiful green eyes. She goes, "I love your eyes." And Jada goes, "They're almost as pretty as mine," because Jada was wearing the fake green contacts. And she laughed because Jada told her it was contacts. My dad has a brother, full brother, same mom, same dad, that has to see through green eyes. We don't know how that stuff skips around. So she invited us to sit with her and we became friends. Best friend I ever had, became friends. She came here one day and sat at that stool and I was cooking something for her and she started to swat her leg and itch and scratch all over. And she's like, "There's something biting me in here." I'm like, "There's nothing biting you in here." We didn't even have dogs in the house at that time. And so she's like, "Yes, they're biting me." And I looked at her and I said, "Must have been that crack you used to take." Oh my God. Linda fell out the chair laughing because she wasn't thin skinned. I didn't know that she took crack for a certain time of her life. She was well off it for a good 10 years already. And she knew that I didn't know because she didn't tell me, right? And she says, "I used to do that. And you're right, it could be that because every now and again I'll start itching like if I'm on the stuff again. And so we had a good laugh. She would always laugh at anything like that though, because she knew there was no way that I knew that I could know. Yeah. Either I wanted to either lighten up like super light or to just get super dark. Can you see that? Super dark brown eyes with his white skin and his little blonde. I think he's gonna tan nicely though, Jess. I think he's gonna tan, and his light blonde hair till that changes too. Ah, yeah, especially the old Belizean. You guys ever notice they old women Belizean? They're in their 70s now, and when they were young enough for them prime, they used to whore up the whole neighborhood. Got patchwork picnic. That's what my mom used to call it. Picnic for each man. Nothing wrong with that picnic, okay? Don't feel bad, picnic. Do what they want to do, right? They find God in between somebody, husband, crutch. That's what they, oh God, we started off positive. Why are we going into the negative now? But I have to talk about these goddamn Belize women. So then, when they get older, not even my age, not even 57, when they get like 65, all of a sudden, they sleep with for them Bible pop for their chest. They want in the bed, all kind of, you know, prayer book and thing next to them in the bed, push up the bed against the wall. Then them sleep on a part. Then them have to spread the bed. American people say make the bed. We say spread it. They don't have to do that. They just get on, shake it up, put the Bible on the pillow, walk away. Then finally they want to come and start to thump that at you. You cuss too much. Well, you hoard too much. Right? Super dark would be nice. I think he'll tan. I see some dark in him. Joe sees some red in that baby. Child, he'll tan. Yeah, I don't like those old Belize women like that. You can't gonna tell me nothing if you don't make a whole hooker when you were 20. You can't gonna tell me nothing because but me cuss too much. Cursing is a beautiful language. Let me tell you. They can't tell me nothing. There's nothing wrong with cursing. If you like to curse, you curse all you want. That's how you're gonna stay protected. I remember one time, oh my God, this is so funny. I was such a fool when I was little. Mom sold me a skirt, and I think it was one of those wraparound skirt where the band go wrong and wrong and wrong. And one day I was sweeping late at night, and they telling us sweep at night, right? Because it sweep out all the luck. So I'm sweeping late at night because I used to always leave my work till late because I didn't want to do it. I've always felt like I wasn't put on this earth to sweep and mop and wash no damn dishes and put no bottle pan no machine. I'm put on this earth to use my brain. Okay? So, anyways, I'm sweeping and I felt something kept touching my ankle, right? Touch, touch, touch. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I started to scream because I used to be afraid of ghosts, all right? I'm still afraid of ghosts, to be quite honest with you. I started to scream. And so mommy run out there and said, what happened? I said, something touching my foot, something touching my foot. Mommy thinks it's a ghost. Mommy start cussing the ghost out. Big fat F-bombs. Till she turned me around and saw that it was the band of the skirt was loose and it was touching me when I moved. She clowned me for that for years. I clowned her right back because she the one coming cussing out the ghosts. Because she said that's how you get rid of ghosts. You cuss them out. Big fat bad words. They're afraid of it. Pleasant what pleasant greetings to you is my friend Bessie. You guys can address her as Bessie, Bessie. Some people in this chat, I know their name in real life, but I'll never use it unless they say, yeah, you can use my name in your chat, okay? But Bessie is one of them that says, please address her by her name, Bessie. Yeah, so afraid of ghosts, no hell. Still afraid of ghosts. You guys, Belizeans, do you remember that story that they used to tell us? Or maybe that's only my family that used to say, because a lot of these things that I've learned that it's only in my family. Okay? So they talk about that story where that woman was nosy and always peeking out the window. And one night there was a funeral procession going by. No, you know they don't bury no people at night. And she gonna look out to see who the hell dead. And a man came up to the window with a top hat on and gave her something in the window. And she took it, that nosy heifer. And when she woke up in the morning, she couldn't see what it was because it was dark. When she woke up in the morning, it was some type of bone from the dead person. And they told us that story when we were little bitty kids like this, scared the crap out of us. And so when I used to talk to my aunt, and we would talk late at night, she would say, go to bed before a man comes to that window and hand you a bone because you're out there by yourself in that living room. Child, I would run to bed. I would run to bed, scared, scared, scared. Yeah, so they tell you all kind of Anansi stories to scare you into behaving yourself. What time is it? 4:17. Okay, dogs are good. Mm-hmm. So I'm starting this week off good, guys. I'm not feeling depressed. I've strengthened myself in the Lord. I'm going to call Monday to make that appointment for that darn mammogram. They say I have to do it in 42 days. They might wait the 42 days. They might say, come in now. We have an appointment. I'm going to go get it over with because I know that there's nothing wrong inside of me. And they just have to take a look, see. I'm going to speak that over myself. I hate mammograms. Is there a stage where you get where you don't have to take them no more? Is there an age that you hit where you don't have to? Because my sister said if you take too many of them, it causes a problem too. Did you guys ever hear that on TikTok? That if you take too many mammograms, it can cause a whole problem? Every 2 years, then people got to see me. Why? Oh, they scared us crapless. Oh my God. So many stuff they did to scare us. We Belizean children behave because of fear. Fear the parents. Yeah, Jessica is Jess, baby Joseph's mommy. You guys know Jess. Jess was on the stuff in 2018 when she was moving away. Jess, I can't believe you've been gone 5 years already. I secretly pray that one day you guys will be able to afford a house here and you can come back. Get away from Shrek. Although Shrek is prettier than that woman, Jessica's governor is that woman, Shrek, the one that I used to call Shrek. What's her name again? The one where the dad used to be governor over there too. Um, Joe, what the lady name? Shrek. Jessica, what your governor name again? I don't know why I blocked that woman name out of my brain because I call her Shrek. But Shrek prettier than her. Well, it's every 2 years for me. Sarah Suckaby. I was gonna say Sarah Palin for some reason, so it's Sarah. I was right with the Sarah. Sarah Suckaby is her governor, and the first thing she did when she took power was change some laws to where young picnic could go work like slaves. She got rid of the child labor laws. Y'all better stay well read in Arkansas. So my cousin that lives in Arkansas, he's constantly trying to invite me to go to Arkansas. And he says, you can stay with me. Your wife don't like me, and I don't like she. Why gonna stay there? No, she's changing her old age. She's not like that till she got me trapped in a damn basement somewhere. The hell? No. Anywhere I go, I don't want to stay with people. I want to stay at an Airbnb. Just me and Joe. Lock the door, put a big bureau behind the door. Nobody could come in, even if the owners have the key to come in at night and, lock it up. Carry my own knife because I'm not going on the plane. I'm going to drive. Sleep with my knife. Yeah, Suckaby is right, though. Suckaby is right. Jessica has to tell you guys the story of one time when she delivered. Was it like Uber Eats or groceries or something to her when Jessica was doing that type of job? Jessica said you're not supposed to make eye contact with her. That heifer is ugly like sin. She ugly. I heard Michael Cohen call Marjorie Taylor Greene Marjorie Toilet Green. That had me out of my chair on the floor. And he's the one that calls Rudy Colludi. I've heard people call Rudy Fruity Rudy, but that's an insult. That's an insult to the LGBTQIA community because Rudy wishes. Mm-hmm. I think one of the next videos I'm going to put a cooking thing. I don't know if I'm going to do it just as a cooking video, just to test to see how they're doing now that the thing has changed its CPM. I think I'm going to do it just straight up as a tutorial, and it's the cold cake. Oh shit, I got to go edit that. I edited a video. She had tons of security at her house. Was she already governor by then, Jess? Oh my God. Jessica, you said she ordered some ugly ass sweater. I thought you said she ordered some ass cream. She didn't tip. My God. A curse be upon her. She didn't tip. Oh my God, Judith, you are something else. Judith said one time a lady said the reason why she have different daddies for her babies is because she wanted each of them to feel special and not all have the same daddy. My God, today. My God, today. Lord have mercy. It was shortly before she was sworn in. Didn't even leave a tip. I tell her Shrek prettier than she. That woman is ugly. And you know where she get the ugly from? Her mother. You ever see the mother and the father in that commercial? The mother's in a whole moo frock. Girl, you is in a commercial on TV where you have to wear a moo. The panel too ugly. The mother. Oh, child. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I tell my cousin, me not to visit no Arkansas. Which, if I visit Arkansas, I going to see Jessica, Jose, and baby Joseph. Me not going to see him. He no man no idea there. What? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm invited to go to Texas for the 10th of September. Jessica says she gets it from her DNA being kept in the family. Ave Maria. Jessica, you fit right in over here, girl. You're not horrible. Oh my God, Bessie, you're horrible. Bessie said there's an art to looking at an ugly person without looking shocked. You're supposed to look right in their eyes and smile. My God, today I'd be twitching and going, God damn, she ugly. God damn. Joe sometimes can't wait. He sometimes can't wait. We were at Food for Less the other day. There was this lady in there stocking the shelves with something or the other. And I think she worked for Food for Less though. It wasn't like one of the other companies stocking things. And she had on a thong. Am I saying it right? The underwear is TH, right? Because I never know which one is the TH, the thing that you use to cook with, or the, you know what I'm talking about, the bikini. And that thing was up way past her pants, like all the way up here. And it was a string one. And her whole pants were, I'm like, what the F? So I saw it right away behind the pallets of stuff when she got up to go help me find whatever I needed to find. But I didn't know if Joe saw it. And Joe was like a 3-year-old child. He goes, I tried to film it, but I couldn't get out the camera with my bag so damn quick. That next, the Canon G 7X, yeah, G7X Mark II, that's a quicker camera for me. The other ones, you got to swing the door open. Oh, God, it's too much. THON is the TONG is for cooking. Okay. As Belizeans, we don't say the THs too often. So I always get those two words mixed up. So the TONG is for cooking, the TH is for the underwear, right? Dun, 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 dun. Joe even started to sing that song. Loud as all get out. The lady walking right there, arms length in front of us, trying to take us to the thing we couldn't find. And this drotted, I tell you, could, oh my God. I'm like, why would I go to work in something like that though? Huh? Where you have to bend on all day. Put on a bingo bag. Is that what the Jamaican people call them, big drawers like this? Bingo bag. Raise your hand and show me your panty size. Remember that? Back in the 90s? Raise your hand and show me your panty size. Me no want, no big panty gal. You know, they make song up all stupidness. Joe was having like a seizure. See, and that's the kind of stuff me and Joe can laugh at. It's not that kind of marriage where it's like, oh, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see it. Like my mom's Uncle Roy. When my sister used to get up on a chair and she would dance. My sister could dance, right? And for her birthday one year, she had my mom sew an outfit out of terry cloth. Who remember terry cloth? My mom sewed the tank top, right? The tank top with the wide thing here, though, not the little narrow thing. I think it was white with blue trim. And then the little short pants was blue short pants, not no Daisy Dukes or nothing, short pants that came down almost to her knees. And she had on a little skirt that was a wraparound skirt out of the blue. And she danced on a chair for her birthday, and she loosed the skirt and she twirled and she threw it off. She still looked like a little baby girl of whatever age she was, 7 or whatever. She still was wearing the tank top and she had on shorts that were appropriate. And my Uncle Roy, my mom's uncle, were like, oh God, what is the child doing? I'm like, he was probably a secret perv. You remember the song Wellness? Pantaloons. You got to be sexy on the job, but with a string up your butt though. A string? Maybe not wear the ones that you go to bed with, but you could wear the high waisted briefs, right? Am I being a prude now? Maybe I'm the one being a prude, but I know I couldn't stand that crap up my butt. The hell? Mm-mm. I used to love those boop songs. I have them on a cassette. I wish that I could just make that cassette play without stopping. Boops, boops, boops. Remember the one? He tell me, say, you never do him nothing. And then just fat up your eyes. So it's true. He make me eye black and blue and then ask what the hell the police can do. I am Constable Brown. They call me Boy Blue. Who remember them songs? Oh my God, those were the songs. I'm starting to sound like them preachers in the church that's always asking who remember these gospel songs. When I didn't grow up in your church, I used to hate that when I went to that rock and roll church. Every time you're in there and they go, oh, we're going to take you all the way back, and they go into some song that all I didn't know from the time they're small. I don't know those songs because I wasn't raised up in your church. I was raised up in the Episcopal church. I could take you back with our old hymns, right? Our old British hymns. And I was standing like, oh God, when's the singing going to be over though? That was the worst part of church. I never liked going to that church because of the singing. I hated the choir. The girl that led the choir was trifling. She never wanted to let my baby girl in. She couldn't sing. She yelled, but because she married to the pastor wife Breda, she led the whole choir. They only had one or two people in that choir who could sing, and they never let them star. And I was like, let them two sing. Let the rest shut up. I know what good music sound like. It's not subjective anymore. I know who they're off key. Let she sing. That poor girl, she eventually died. She needed like a liver or something and didn't get it. And let her sing because she sing her voice is a tenor. I love to see stuff like that where the woman is a tenor or the man's a whole soprano. I like it. It messes with my brain, right? Couldn't sing. They were loud. They beat the instruments loud. And I would go in that church and wear earplugs. And when the music done, that's when I look forward to church. I look forward to the preaching or the teaching. I didn't look forward to the music at all. There was very few gospel songs. I don't like gospel music. I like hymns, but not gospel music. It's like, it's too loud. I don't like screaming. I like singing. Mm-mm-mm. And you know, one day I tell the pastor that. I tell her, I know Sheila, your sister-in-law, all that, but she can't sing. He almost choked on his water. He was drinking water from a bottle over his briefcase. The stuff get wet in the briefcase. So he said, he didn't agree with me, but he didn't deny it. And he said, "My God, Barbara, what am I going to do with you?" I said, "I don't know, because I don't know how to be anything else but what I am." And he goes, "Don't change." And I told him, I said, "Then beat the instruments too hard. They're deafening me," because he sees my earplugs. Because whenever he want to talk to me, I got to take them out. There's the one that foam up in your ear, they swell. And he goes, "You really wearing earplugs in here? I hope you don't wear those when I'm preaching." I said, "No, I take it out for you. I like hearing you preach. I just can't stand the music." And so another Sunday, he told the drummer, "You're beating my instruments too hard." You remember what I said? That's why when they call and invite me, different people from the church, "Oh, you want we're gonna do blah 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 Sunday friends and family day. I'm gonna invite you because you haven't been there and I haven't been there in 7 years. Child, you just remember me? No, I'm not coming. Too bad. Yeah, the girl pretty. Bessie, the girl was pretty. I loved her hairdo. She had that nice wave, short wave thing. She was a nice looking girl. They say she was a nice person. I didn't know her to be a nice person. I knew her to be very rude. Very rude. There was a thing that they had on the New Year's Eve watch that they did, and they asked if you wanted to sing, you could come up and sing. And so I went up and I said, "Jada wanted to sing, and I'm going to clear the song with you because Jada doesn't do gospel, but it's still an inspirational song. If you want to allow it, allow it. If you're not going to allow it, just let us know. We don't have to fight, right?" And she looked at all the words. We gave her the lyrics, and she goes, "It's beautiful, uplifting lyrics. Yeah, she can do this." And when we went back that night for the watch thing, they started, they go till midnight till they ring in the new year. Everybody got to sing but Jada. Me and Joe had put our name on there too, but we didn't have to, so we didn't care. We just put it like to let Jada not be afraid to go. And I don't know who told the pastor because I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing to nobody. And the pastor, I guess somebody told him something that somebody didn't get to go because it was just us three. And he says, next week, Sunday, you guys can get to come and sing because you didn't get to sing tonight. Jada wasn't interested anymore. Jada says, I don't want to sing by myself in them people church. I wanted to do it when everybody else was up there doing it for New Year's Eve. The hell? But it's good trouble though, wellness. It's good trouble. I feel like we get into good trouble because we tell the truth. We don't mince any words. We tell the truth. I rather tell the truth because I can remember that. I don't know what the hell's on my eyes. I can't remember lies. It's hard enough to remember the truth, right? All right, guys. So we've been here a long time. I'm using my Yahoo email to log into my StreamYard. So when I use up the 20 hours, because it doesn't start till the 5th, when I use up the 20 hours, then I'm going to log into my Gmail account to do it. And I'll have another free 20 hours. For those of you who are using StreamYard to go live and you don't used up your 20 hours, StreamYard doesn't know if you use another email address, and you can get another 20 and another 20 and another 20 with 5, 6, 7, as many emails as you want. They don't check your IP address. Maybe one day they'll catch on to that because they want us all to pay. But I'm already paying $49 a month to learn how to do YouTube better. I'm paying $12.99 a month to Canva. So if you guys want to donate to the show, the Cash App is right there, Bear Pantry Show, right? $ Bear Pantry Show. And everything that I get in my Cash App, I put right back into the business, just so you know. So if you're sowing with me, that's the soil you're sowing into, my business. So if you want to do a business and you sow into somebody else's business, that's where your harvest is going to come back to what they say. What they say in the church, if you want a husband, you better come sow a husband seed, right? Right? They know that most black women want a husband. That's why they do that in them damn churches. But I'm telling you, if you want a business, you sow a business seed, any amount, even if it's $1, it goes a long way to help get us to the next level. And there will come a day when we will shut down Cash App, shut down everything we have, Venmo, whatever, shut down all these ways to give, because I'm gonna be doing the giving. I'm gonna be what they say, the lender and not the borrower. I'm gonna be the giver and not just the receiver. I speak that over myself. You can speak whatever you want to speak over yourself. I speak that over myself, that when I start making 10K, 12K, 13, 14K, 20, 40, 60, $80,000. $80,000 a month is around $1 million a year. A lot of YouTubers are doing this like nothing. That little young girl, Jenny Hoyas, she doing that. A lot of people making $1 million, 7 figures in YouTube, not even doing all the hard work I'm doing. They're just vlogging their everyday life. You know what I mean? That little girl making money. So once I start making that type of money, why need Cash App open for? Just keep that for me and my family. You know what I mean? Only if you can. Wellness, only if you can. And remember, whatever you give me is a seed. It's not a gift. It's not a donation. It's a seed. We have to start redirecting what we're saying out of our mouths, right? I'm going to stop saying poor Joe, because I like to say poor Joe. He can't. No, he not poor. He rich. We're going to start saying rich Joe. Rich Joe. That's what we're going to say. Yeah, if you have a seed that you want to sow, Cash App is right there. My Zelle is my email, Barbara dot Greenwich. How do you spell Greenwich? Grin like when you're smiling, and age like when you're young or old. There's no fanciness to that name. It's not Greenwich like over there in Connecticut. It's not Greenage. It's not Grenade, Greenage, Grin, age. Barbara dot. Don't forget the dot at yahoo.com. That's for my PayPal, for my Zelle, for pretty much anything else that takes an email. But the Cash App is Bear Pantry Show. And if you sow a seed, you have to speak to that seed, child. And remember, the Bible says, for so long as, how the thing go, Bessie? For so long as the earth remains, there'll be seed, time, and harvest. I know that part of the scripture. Seed, time, and harvest. So when you sow a seed, there has to be time in between for that seed to come up as a harvest. So if you sow a seed today with somebody and you see the harvest the next day, it's not that seed that came up already. It's another seed that you've sown in your past that finally came through with a harvest, and that one still needs the time for it to mature to get to the harvest. It took me a while to learn that, because sometimes I would say, damn, I just sowed a seed with that one person going, look at this big harvest. No, that's not the one that gave the harvest. It's another one that I've sown. So we always want to be caught sowing seeds. And like I've learned before, everything is a seed. Your listening is a seed. When people wish me a happy birthday, that was a seed. Some people couldn't afford to give nothing for my birthday. That was a seed. They spoke a blessing over my life, and I speak it, I receive it, I put it into my body to where I'm going to stay healthy. Nothing in me is corroding and falling apart. You know what I mean? Likewise, nothing is a seed. And a seed of nothing brings what? A harvest of nothing. My friend, the prophetess Lisa, her mom was Grandma Dorothy, just passed away, used to tell us, if dogs give birth to little dogs and cats give birth to little cats, what does God give birth to? We adults couldn't get the answer, but the kids got it in the church. And they would say, little gods. And she said, yes, we are little gods. We have what we say. And that's why I'm going to just like not speak no negativity. I'm going to watch myself. I'm going to mind my mouth. I don't want God to mute me like he did with Zacharias, right? I'm going to mind my mouth. And I'm going to make sure that I just speak everything into fruition. When is the 29th? Tuesday. That's my friend Lisa's birthday. So the Wednesday, I think, is the day that I start the launch pad. I don't know what all it's going to entail. You might see some crazy videos come out here depending on what the man said to do. But I'm that type of person that if I'm going to give your thing a try, I'm going to do exactly what you tell me to do and not do what I want to do. If you put me on a diet and you said I have to eat beets, I don't like beets, I'm going to eat beets. I'm not going to switch it out for onion. I follow exactly what they tell me to do. Okay? So we're going to start that at YouTube. I'm invited to something. I got to go say, yes, I want to go. I hope it's going to be in person because I'm tired of doing these virtual meetings in that room. I fall asleep at these virtual meetings. I'd love to go in person to meet a few people to collab with and to talk to these managers, because why in the hell have I had 100,000 subscribers since July the 23rd, 2022, over a year, and I haven't gotten a manager yet? Why? Is it a color thing? Is it because I'm not in the community, the inclusive community? What the hell is it? So I got to go speak to a manager face to face. There was one of them that wanted to come eat with me at my house, one of the YouTube managers. I got to go see these people in person. Like, where the hell my manager at, though? And it's not that they could help me do nothing, because they don't know nothing. It's just that they could get you into things at YouTube. They could get you in with the big wigs. You know what I mean? And what we're going to do, and you could do some of your videos from there. Okay, what did you say? Joe should make you a woman. I have a woman cave. Jenny, my darling, hasn't been here for a while. We have a room. When Jory moved out, Joshua moved out of his little room right behind this wall into Jory's big room. And I got Joshua's little room. We renovated it completely from top to bottom. Took the popcorn off the scene. I have a whole video on that. Took the popcorn down. We ripped up the floor. We put down new flooring. We painted. We patched holes. We put up a green screen over where the dog has her house in the closet. I put decorations behind me. In that room, the 4 walls are back walls. They're backdrops to everything that I do. When I do videos for Amazon, I sit with my back turned towards the window and turned towards the computer. And that's my backdrop for Amazon. Or I sit in a little chair with some drawings of me and Jada above my shoulder, because for Amazon, I'm not allowed to say that I have this YouTube channel. They allowed me to do it in the first 200 videos. All of a sudden, some other manager took over my account and said, I can't do that no more. I'm just grateful that they didn't take the other videos down. and they're still getting money, right? So I put up a video at Amazon 2 days ago and they rejected it. I haven't gotten a video rejected in a while. I had to go back to watch the video to see what I did wrong. In the video, I talked about the fact that you have to go to the Elgato website first to find out if your camera is compatible with the item that you're going to buy, the cam link. And I put the link to the website because it was a long link, and they said you can't put no link that leads people away from Amazon. They're strict about that, so I had to edit all that out. That's why when I do stuff for Amazon, I don't clear off my editing program until they approve it, because sometimes I have to go back in and edit something quick. So I edited it, I uploaded it again, and I uploaded it with the review of the pizza stone, and both are still in review. They take a while. They take at least 2 to 3 days before they approve it. Somebody actually physically watches the videos. There are times when I'm doing an unboxing for Amazon and the address is showing, but it's my PO box, which I don't care if people see that. That's public. They don't know that. So they quickly reject it and say, there's an address showing. They're strict. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a beautiful room in there. I just don't like being trapped in there in the summer. When the fall and the winter comes, I'll be happy to be in there. But see, I didn't even do the live from in there. Last night I did the live from in that room, right? But I'm doing it here in the living room because I like this light coming in the window. I'm out here. I could hear what Joe doing over there. I'm nosy. You guys know I'm nosy. I think I'm gonna go tape a reel right now, or not a reel because it's for Facebook, a short for my other channel because people like when I do the shorthand. I gotta go find the shorthand book and I'm gonna tape one of those. And I have one that I want to tape on how to string a pretty pattern in the shoes, your tennis shoes. I gotta go find that video that showed me how to do it though, that I can remember what the hell I'm doing because I know I'm gonna do it wrong. Yay. All right. I hope that I've uplifted you guys today, really and truly. You guys uplift me all the time. My faithful diehards are always there to protect me, to look out for me, to lift me up. We're praying for 27 Av. His mom and dad are facing some dire situations. We're praying for Sandra, or Sister Sandra, because she lost her dad yesterday on the same day that Bob Barker died. I don't remember how old Sandra's daddy was, but it's somewhere between 91 and 95. But that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt still, because I remember when I lost my aunt at age 98, she was 98, on Christmas Eve. It was still very painful because it was Christmas Eve. I'm not looking forward to the holidays. They're stressful, but maybe I'll feel better when October is done. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. All right, guys. Me and Joe are going to go back to be two sparrows in the hurricane. Everything that we do in life, we have to work hard to get there, but we are going to get there. We're going to weather the storm just like two sparrows in the hurricane. And for anybody who says they're not going to make it as a couple, I'm sure they're eating their words. And for anybody who's watching saying, she's still doing that, all the people who come on for clout and didn't get the clout that they wanted because I'm not no clout. Isn't that what they said? And I'm like, she's still doing that? Why does she keep doing YouTube videos if she's not successful? She's a dummy. They've said that, People have said that. But I like making videos. That's what I have my degree in. Took me 1 billion years to start using my degree. I'm not going to stop now. We're going to figure out the strategy for all of this. And let me ask one last question. I might do a poll at the website. That's correct, Bessie. Thank you for putting the Zelle donations email. Thank you, Bessie. Yeah, we're going to lift Sandra. I'm going to call her right now, too. I didn't want to call yesterday because I figured they're doing plans, but I'm going to call and speak to her rather than text. Do you think I should put, if I do those story things, there will be one a week, because I want to write some of them. I want to write some of them about all the crap people did to me. I'm going to change the names, but they're going to be so close. And I might take liberties in the story to tell it a different way. So they will say, well, that didn't happen. That part happened, but I didn't do that to her. Whatever. You don't control me. You're not in my life anyways. And I'm talking about my own family. I'm not talking about strangers. And I'm going to write these little short stories and I'm going to read them back in my reader's voice. So where should I put the videos? This is just a poll. I'm gonna still end up doing what I want to do in the long run. Should I put it at Babs Bear Talk, where the vlogs used to go, where we have our little parties, where it has 900 and something subscribers already? Or should I put it at Miss Bear Pantry, that only has like 2 subscribers and about 8 videos? Where I put it, I'm probably gonna change the name. I don't know. Think about it and tell me. You go, girl, Maddie. Hey, it's Valencia, darling. How are you? How are you? And thank you so much for donating, Valencia. Donated Valencia, and Diane donated to Esther's nephew. I don't know how Esther's sister is doing. I do know that the younger boy that's 13 wasn't doing well emotionally over losing his brother that was almost 17. I don't know. We's gonna make it. We don't care what people say about us. The people who are saying that, they wish that I would quit. But I don't ever quit anything that I start. My mom could tell you that if she come back from the grave, she would say, this girl, they used to use a word on me, you are persistent. But they said it like it was dirty. That's why I tell you, every word could be a bad word. Every time Joe's brother did it, people in my family did it, you're a persistent child, aren't you? How is persistent a bad word? That's when I knew F and shit and bitch and all that. I knew those weren't bad words. That's when I knew. Because they made persistent a bad word. Edmund, you are so smart. That's why I love you in here. Bessie, to you. That's why I love you in here. You guys are smart. It might take a little minute though, because I have so much more that I have to do with the cooking page. But Joshua's going to start his, and we're going to see how his takes off. And I told him, I said, I want to read some of them, but I also want to write some of them. I have enough hurt in me that I can write about it and just laugh when I'm writing it. I'm making one right now. The name sounds so familiar, so close to the name of the person, that Joshua's on the floor. Joshua says, Mommy, that's a good one. That's a good one. They can't control me, right, Diane? I'm like the Donat. Nobody can control me. Donat says, I am T'Challa. Nobody can control me. Not even Joe. Joe can't control me. I always ask Joe, should I do certain things? But it's because I respect him. And if stuff flies off the handle, I need his protection. So I'm never going to sneak and do things behind his back. I will always ask him, should I do this? Should I cuss this person out? Should I do that? You know? Please let them free counseling for the younger brother. I know her. Bessie girl, I don't know how to get that message across because I don't really know damn people. If I see Esther, I'll bring it up, but I'm not sending Jory with no message because he never carried. Jory's that person like Joe. He's aloof. It's like, I'm not involved in that mess. You know, I'm not involved in that mess. So if I see my daughter-in-law, I'll tell her what you said. You know? All right. Thanks for the prayers and stuff, though, guys. And if you've donated anything to me or if you donate anything in the future, I pray a blessing over whatever you give, that it come back into your presence quickly. Not just 100-fold return on your investment into my life, but 1,000-fold return. Sarita, look for it. Sarita, look for it. Sarita, so all Sarita do is give and bloody give. That's what this lady said about my mom one day. That's Sarita. All she does is give. Sarita, girl, get it. Get it, girl, get it. I love you guys. I keep saying I'm gonna play an ending music, but I don't have it lined up in this StreamYard yet. Okay, I'll do it another time. Bye, guys. I love you.